As we start here at 6 o'clock, we are getting a break from the rain, but in about 2 hours, it will be back. Look at this. After a night of rain, another system is set to move in.
And look at this. The rain pushing the St. Croix River to now less than an inch away from hitting major flood stage. We've been keeping eyes on a lot of rivers here around the state and streams as well. So let's get right to Guy with more on how this rain might impact that.
Yeah, especially even now focused to Redwood in Brown County, too, in portions of the state where last night picked up near 2 inches of rain. So now those creeks and rivers starting to run high. Back home, 38, or at least here looking over Golden Valley. Gray skies, northeast breeze anywhere between 5 to 10 miles per hour and a break, right? Radar not so much active in the state of Minnesota. We had some snow showers kind of pushed through Duluth earlier this morning. Showers and thunderstorms in western Wisconsin and now central Wisconsin. Look off way to the south, the bottom of your TV screen. You can see towards the Minnesota-Iowa state line. Some showers and thunderstorms getting ready to make their way into the state. This moisture you see off to the south over Omaha, over portions of Iowa, this will slowly make its way northward. And throughout the course of the day, some showers and some thunderstorms possible throughout the daytime, especially by late morning. You can see this graphic by 9 a.m., 10, 11. We'll start to see the rain move back in and stick with you through the evening drive.
Guy, thank you. Unfortunately, a crash popped up between 694 and Pryor Avenue on 10 westbound. This is in Arden Hills. You see the icon there on your screen. We'll show you on the traffic camera. Looks like a person blocking that left shoulder of 10 westbound, again, up in the North Metro in Arden Hills. Well, the last few hours, the rain overnight has pushed area rivers to their breaking point.
That's right. Look at this. Our photographer just got to St. Paul right now. There is flooding near Hidden Falls in the Highland Park neighborhood. And it's something we're seeing across the state right now. These dots you see on your screen represent flood stages across the state. The purple dots are the worst areas, like the Crow, the Mississippi, and the St. Croix, which is less than an inch away from hitting major flood stage. And that's where Cece is right now. Cece, what are you seeing?
Hey, here at Lakeside Park here in Bayport, and unfortunately this is one of the areas along the St. Croix that's already experiencing some of that flooding from the rising waters. I can show you here just within the past 10 minutes we actually saw a car drive along the side of this, so not too deep where a car would get stuck or anything, but still deep for a park. I mean, this park has trails, playground equipment, so all of that is underwater this morning, and just shows how the St. Croix is really, the rain is pushing the St. Croix to the brim. I know being out near the St. Croix for most of the week and last week, the water was very high, fast flowing, and a significant amount of floating debris. The last report from the National Weather Service showed that the river is sitting at just almost at that 89 feet mark. Major flood stage starts at 89 feet. So at some point today, with more rain coming, we could definitely see it reach that stage. Here at Bayport, this park, there are some barricades up so people don't cross over into the park, as you can see, but that's about it as far as we've seen for precautions here. In downtown, there's more of that big flood wall with sandbags and everything. So there are major precautions along the St. Croix this morning. Really, it's just a waiting game. We've been refreshing the National Weather Service reporting about how high the water is all morning. So really, us and also officials here in the city are just waiting for more reports to come in. But we're hearing that the river could crest either tomorrow or sometime this weekend. Jason, Alicia.
All right, Cece, thank you for that. Yeah, and that's why they say turn around, don't drown when you're driving, because you just never know how deep the floodwaters really are.
Well, meantime, Lake Minnetonka is over a foot higher right now after icing out yesterday morning. The U.S. Geological Survey says there are 14 more inches of water on the lake than when it froze late last year, but it's still not at the highest level it reached early last summer. Right now, 3 children are fighting for their lives after being pulled from a burning apartment in Cannon Falls.
The fire impacting several other families this morning, with the apartment complex now unlivable.
I'm Devon Rami. The Cannon Falls Fire Department is investigating what led up to a fire at the Cannon Valley Apartments Wednesday afternoon. A woman in her 30s was injured and her 3 children were left in critical condition. They were all flown to Twin Cities area hospitals, and now the state fire marshal is investigating a cause.
New information this morning on the deadly shooting of Pope County Deputy Josh Owen. Within the past 9 hours, the BCA identified the suspect as Brian Nygaard of Cyrus, Minnesota. They say he began shooting when 3 officers tried to arrest him last Saturday. Deputy Brody Merrill and Starbuck police officer Alex Olson were also shot, but those 2 will recover. Body camera footage will be released once the BCA finishes their investigation.
This morning, we are looking into now the 3rd shooting in a little over a week, all stemming from seemingly innocent mistakes of approaching the wrong place. The latest here is a teen cheerleader in Texas who right now is in the hospital after being shot because she got into the wrong car thinking it was her ride home. Police say the teen was coming home from a late night practice where her and her friends all had their cars parked at a grocery store. She mistakenly approached the man's car. He got out and he just started shooting. Right now, he is facing charges this morning. This latest shooting comes a day after a Kansas City teen was shot in the head after going to the wrong home to pick up his younger brothers. This man, 84-year-old Andrew Lester, is pleading not guilty to 2 felonies in that case. And then in upstate New York, Kevin Monahan is pleading not guilty to murder this morning. He's accused of shooting a 20-year-old woman who accidentally pulled into his driveway looking for a friend's house. Back here at home, Governor Walz thinks Minnesota is on the right track. He delivered his 5th State of the State address about 10 hours ago.
And his first as the Democratic Party controls the State House.
3 months into a second term, I'm proud to report the state of our state is strong, and it's getting stronger with every investment we make in our people and the futures they're working so hard to build.
The governor touched on several issues like abortion access, as well as a child tax credit for families who need help with child care, and how his budget is built around keeping Minnesota schools strong. He also spoke on guns, saying he's a proud gun owner, but something's gotta give.
I'm not just a veteran, not just a hunter, not just a gun owner. I'm a father, and for many years I was a teacher. And we all know damn well weapons of war have no place in our schools, in our churches, in our banks, or anyone wants to live in peace.
Immediately after the governor's speech, the Minnesota GOP offered their rebuttal on several issues, including education, child care, as well as guns and public safety.
What I can tell you is what Republicans and most Minnesotans are looking for is they are looking for criminals to be held accountable and keeping the guns out of criminals' hands to start. We have got to start there is enforcing what we already have on the books.
If you'd like to learn more about the GOP's response and the governor's speech, we do have them posted on our website at KARE11.com.